Alright, I am back on the other side. Oil is down here. Here's the truck stop that drops off my plastic, quick wire, and rubber. They're going into these storage bins. It's ugly, it's disgusting, but it is what it is for now. I have an awesome sink, so I frequently come over here and throw a bunch of it into there again, just to get rid of it. That is where it's a blueprint builder. You can build things inside of that and save it as a blueprint so that you could just walk over and go bloop and place the entire thing down in one go, which is kind of cool. Playing around with that. So this is my original base where I plan to do some sort of central distribution thing. I kind of explored this in central distribution idea, so that's kind of set up. This is all cleared out. This will be cleared out additionally later. Let's see. The only concrete I've ever used is from my original limestone mine right here, which makes concrete very slowly, and it just stacks up here. And it looks like when I get full like this, I have an awesome sink here, and I usually just put some in there and let that go for a while at a slow pace and get rid of it. These are 2 additional iron mines I found, which I had this really... this is just a mess, as you can see. Convoluted. I had iron going upstairs all the way down there, mixing with coal, becoming steel down there, and then going through this convoluted series of things over here to create extra nails or screws, so that the screws were then like giant conveyor belt all the way to the other side to a manufacturing over there. But then they were also going over here, and I had some ship parts being built over here at one point in time. So I had ship parts being built, I had frames being built. I also have a bunch of these reinforced iron plates because they require screws. This is just like a weird, I set it up and yeah, it's frustrating, and I have to like walk all the way over here. Additionally, speaking of walking all the way over here to do things, I have another little section over here of just convoluted mess. Right now, I am in the process of making computers and high-speed chip things, high-speed connectors in this manufacturer, but I have to come over and just throw everything in here. So, like, I have circuit boards, but my plastic is way on the other side. So I would just occasionally come over with a whole load of plastic, throw it back there, and let it go through. But computers also take plastic, so then I would have to throw plastic in here. There's a little copper thing over here. It's making copper tubes and copper wire, which is going into there to fill up there for copper wire. It's convoluted and dumb. And then over here, I was making these high-speed AI connectors. It's like an AI controller, AI limiter. It's for some other stuff. And again, just 2 boxes with stuff in it that I had to manually come over, put in, and then it's ridiculous, right? So over here, I have another section. This is my second. I guess this is the concrete, but this is not like my concrete. This is just concrete from an impure mine going over here to mix with steel to make these steel things here, encased industrial steel beams. This is an iron mine going in to make steel with coal from those coal power plants. My secondary set of coal power plants after the initials that were in the corner by water over there. This was my second set, and this was like these giant coal mine thing that it's just miles and miles of conveyor belt upon conveyor belt. I originally had this idea for like a truck stop here to transport coal, and then I just built conveyor belts, and it's one coal mine right there that's producing all this coal. It has been producing all this coal forever. The coal is backed up. Basically, I just have too much. I have coal coming out the wazoo. This is coal that's going into storage over there, or to steel. All this coal over here is going into storage. And these are basically full. I think all of these are full. Yeah. and it's just feeding these power plants, which I don't necessarily need. And again, I had this idea of trying to get like sulfur over here maybe, and then we can compact a coal for these. And then I was like, why don't I just do fuel-based, oil-based power plants instead, because they're much more efficient. But then I have this here, right? So again, central distribution idea. Eventually I want to start transporting this coal to somewhere I can just make tons and tons and tons of steel and have these kind of on standby if needed, but not really. I don't think I need them, but like, I also don't need to just like destroy them. They're just here, right? And water is pumped in from way over there, and it's a mess. Like it's all these pumps to make sure the water flows uphill, and it's just a giant mess. But it is. I built it as I was playing, as I was discovering these things, and I was like, oh, what's this? And how do I, like, you get an idea, and you're like, yeah, I need to do coal. I didn't know there was fuel power plants later on. First time playing this game. This over here is SAM ore. It's like this weird alien ore used for some alien technologies. I'm just beginning to kind of mess around with it, but it's way down at the bottom of this cliff. I found a spot for it, and I have it kind of, this big conveyor belt comes up here. So you can see it's backed up, probably because I haven't been doing much with it. I have it, you turn it into these reanimated SAM, and then like, apparently I have a whole storage thing of them. Again, it's like its own separate thing. There's no central unifying concept for it. There's no place for it to go right now. I think I was turning it into, in order to actually make stuff with it, again, I was taking it and walking up here, which I could have done, putting in this manufacturer here, wire, steel pipe, reanimated SAM, and it churns out this stuff, right? This is what you use in the technology, so it's like a 3-step process, but it would require me physically walking over there, getting a bunch of it, walking all the way back, putting it in here. And so that's just a pain in the ass. And I have all this automation technology, so I'm pausing all my production right now of pretty much everything to try and set up automation. Now that I have these manufacturers and everything else, like, it's time to start automating. So that's my goal. This is the second half of my base, I guess, and we'll see where everything goes in the future.